Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Portal Masters of all ages. This is Brylander with PortalPowerTV, and today we are tackling another Imaginator. And if you saw my last video, if you didn't see it, you need to go back now, stop this video, watch it, and then come back and watch this one. But many of you guys have recommended to me to make Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine as a Skylander Imaginator. And I'll be honest, I didn't know who that was. I started looking into it, said, that character looks a little distinctive. I don't know how well I can make it, but I started getting really inquisitive about the game itself. And so I actually played it and recorded it for you guys and posted that video on my channel. So if you missed it, make sure you go back and check that out. It's Brylander playing Bendy and the Ink Machine for the first time. And so I've got that gameplay up there for you. And then afterwards, once I've played the game, gotten to see some more of Bendy. And I also looked up some other images of Bendy on the internet. And then I've made Bendy for you here. So we're making him for you right now. So we are going to use a dark creation crystal. I don't think Bendy could be anything else but dark.
Welcome to the Creation Crystal, Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon.
Alright, and so I am also going to go ahead and just make Bendy a brawler. At least so far in Chapter 1, he didn't have any weapons of any kind, so for now I don't have anything to go off of. We're just going to use brawler and go from there.
Brawler Imaginators are strong heroes with a mastery of hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready to create a brawler? Choosing a battle class is a final decision.
I think I'm ready. Let's go ahead and create this brawler. Once I do, I'm going to go ahead and kind of pause in the video, level him up to level 6 at least, and then I'll be right back to do the creation of Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Alright, and we are back, level 6, got our Dark Brawler created, and we are going to get into making Bendy. Now, keep in mind, this is a reimagining of Bendy, and so it's not going to look exactly like the cartoon version. We had to reimagine him with the parts that are available, and so this is what it would look like if it was made in Skylanders Imaginators, or maybe if it would have been drawn by somebody else, but the general hope, the theme of the character, hopefully you find is still there. So anyway, let's go into body and the head, and what are we looking for? Searching, there's so many heads, there's 145 heads.
What's up? Ready to roll.
Where are we looking for here? I'm looking. This one in particular I think works perfect, and you'll see why here in a second. Find out where the heads are. There we go. Alright. So witchy ways. You see that head? And you see the widow's peak on the head, and you look over here at Bendy, and you see when Bendy's got the little widow's peak there, the little point on the head. So we're going with this head for that reason. And then for the eyes, let's see, what should we do? I think we just went with human eyes in this particular one. Yeah. And then ears. Ears. Let's see. We're already at the top. Those? No, those don't look up high enough. What about those fish girl ears? There we go. Alright, so it kind of gives us the peaks up on either side. There was that or this. I didn't think that went out too much. Of course, none of these other ones really work. So I thought this one, yeah, that one was by far our best. So that's what we went with. And as far as the chest goes, there really is only a couple chests that give us, let's see, that formal look. I almost used the tuxedo, but that was a little off, and the bow wasn't quite right. And so hopefully the other chest I'm looking for is available. If not, Masquerade torso. Let's see. Make sure it's not one of these. No, it's not. Good. So it should be up here at the top. Hopefully. I was going, oh man, I hope it's not one of the ones I haven't gotten yet. Nope, there it is, right here. Okay. So Masquerade torso.
Excellent.
And that big bow that's up at the top is kind of like his. So that's why we're going with this particular top. And arms. I'm not mistaken. We're just looking for fancy sleeves. In this particular one. Fancy sleeves. Is that going to be... Is that these? Yes.
Captivating.
Okay. Fancy sleeves. And the legs. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Tuxedo legs. And then for the tail, now, granted, Chapter 1 doesn't show him having a tail. And I don't know what happens in Chapter 2. I haven't played that yet. But some of the, I don't know if it's fan art or whatever else is up on the web or the internet, does show Bendy having a tail. And the one tail that comes like closest to what I've seen pictures of, and the reference picture that I used to make this video was this tail here.
All right.
And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and use this for this particular version of Bendy. And again, this is a reimagination, so it can be a little different. Doesn't have to be exact. And we'll kind of go from there. So let's see. We're done with all those. Our weapon, you know, I wanted something that really wasn't going to stand out and do much. So I actually had just chosen the spare chains in this particular case. But I don't think that the weapon in this particular case was really important. I mean, any one of these probably could work, but they all kind of are too shiny. And since he's supposed to be black and white, I even could use this one for that matter. But I think I used this one just because it had 18 attack and sex luck. So that was, you know, kind of it. And I don't think I had any other gear on Bendy. So as far as the sizing goes, what are we looking at here? So sizing, I took Bendy down pretty short. He seems to be a short character. And then on the head, I took that down a couple notches. Upper body, took that down a lot. And then muscles, took that down quite a bit. And then tail width, actually down all the way, just super skinny tail. And lower body, actually took that up a notch or two. For the legs, and let's see, muscles, where do I want the muscles? Let's go one up, not one down, there we go. Yep, just go right there, as far as that goes. So, on the head, I may make that bigger in a minute, but after I color it up, so let's go check that out. With us being in color, most everything is kind of one color, but let's just take a look at this. So, I think everything on the part themes, the head, for example, that top thing is just white. And then these two are black, because Bendy is pretty much just black and white. There we go on that. And then, as far as the eyes are concerned, we've got... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Let's see. This one should be black, and this should be white. There we go. We'll go with that. And, of course, I can't make those Pac-Man looking style eyes that Bendy has in the game, so this is our rendition. But love how the Black Widow's peak is formed, and it looks a lot like the way Bendy's ears was, and that's why we went that. I mean, his flowing into the ears. But let's get the ears here colored black. And so we've kind of got that that shape where it goes up and down, not perfect curvature the way his does, but it's getting there. As far as the chest is concerned, let's see. The chest, we want this black, and then I think I want this white. This is the bow tie, and it doesn't really get all the way white, but it kind of turns like almost like a silvery color, even though it's white. So that's about as close as I can get it, but it does work. So, and then the other two colors are black. So let's go with that and that. So there's that. The arms. This kind of colors up the gloves there. And then this hits the sleeves. There we go. And then the legs. The legs will be both all black. There we go. And last but not least is the tail. And the tail is already black at the bottom, but we need this part black right there. And that, my friends, is our reimagined Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. If Bendy was a little more realistic, more 3D style than just a 2D print typed, or what? Boy, I can't talk today. Drawn character, I believe that's what Bendy would look like. What do you think? So you've got the other one up here next to it to compare. Did I come close? The questions are, what other parts would you have used instead? Obviously, I don't think any of y'all are going to contradict me on the color scheme or anything like that. And I'm not going to put an aura, although we could. You know, we could put that ghost aura, you know, down there, that spooky aura if we wanted to. But that kind of adds coloring to it that I don't really care for. So we won't this particular time. But as far as the powers go, now one of the reasons I did this Pools of Darkness, and this is why I picked dark, looks just like ink. And so there is ink from the Ink Machine. If I ever saw it, it was made, dark was made for Bendy. Plus Bendy's supposed to be like a devil, you know, spawn of Satan kind of thing going on. And that kind of spells dark to me too. So that's why we went with that. Now personality, name. I guess we'll just call it Bendy. We don't have to put Bendy and Ink Machine. We'll just put Bendy on here. All right, there we go.
I am known by many names, but
and voice.
is definitely the most
As far as I know right now, Bendy itself does not have a voice. If I'm wrong, guys, tell me. Let me know. But I'm not going to put a voice on Bendy. And so no voice and no style on that. But music and effects. I don't want any music, but I am going to use this haunted effect. I think it's totally appropriate and it works perfect for Bendy here. So that's where we got. So let's see what Bendy looks like down there in the game. If Bendy were to jump scare at you and attack you, how do you think that looks? Let me see. Back. I gotta go back here. So if I want to go forward, let me take a snapshot. There we go. How does our Bendy look? I've got the white gloves. I've got the... I gotta get out of this part, huh? There we go. Alright, so I've got the white gloves. Got the black suit. We've got the widow's peak. Kind of got the peaks, you know, by where the ears are and stuff like that. What do you think? Is that Bendy? I think so. Let's do a quick battle. Let's let Bendy beat up on some bad guys. Because I want you to see... there's the ink. I mean, if Bendy is doing anything, Bendy is shooting ink at everyone. And they are just getting trapped in it, and it is just continuing to take them down. I think it's perfect. I mean, I guess Bendy can punch him a little bit too. But that ink, man, that ink. Look. It's just eating them alive. Oh, you're toast. Watch this. Done.
Huzzah for the Skylander! And ooh,
I think that ink was
baddies had a
perfect.
chest full
And I
of
was just
gear
like,
you
oh,
might
okay. You know, at first I didn't think I'd pull this off. I didn't think, oh, I can't make that character. But sometimes you guys will recommend one, and I just don't see it initially. I don't envision it. And so I just go, oh, I can't do that. And I just kind of ignore it. Or I say, oh, I'll look into it, you know, like that. But I do. I do look into it. And sometimes when you recommend a character and I don't make it right away, that's because I'm doing some research. I'm trying to do the best quality job I can. And we want to make the best Imaginator I possibly can for you guys. And so sometimes that's why I don't get to some of them right away. And there are some that I just don't feel are doable, or some that I've mentioned before I can't make, or don't feel I can make, and I've just blown it off. So anyhow, guys, let me know what you think about my Bendy and the ink machine. Let me know if you like the other video that I actually played Bendy and the ink machine, if there's other games that you think I should play as well on my channel, if you guys would actually take the time to watch them. This is Brylander with PortalPowerTV. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. God bless. And see you in the next video.